Why has the United States been shaken by so many unusual earthquakes lately? Michael Snyder reports. It's getting very difficult to ignore all of the shaking that's going on. Over the past few months, there have been very unusual earthquakes all over the United States. And as you'll see below, there have been noteworthy quakes on the West Coast, on the East Coast, near our northern border, and near our southern border. Of course, all of this comes at a time when the entire planet is being shaken by unusual seismic activity. Is all of this unusual seismic activity building up to something? If so, what does this mean for all of us? On Tuesday night, a magnitude 5.2 earthquake that shook Southern California made headlines all over the nation. An earthquake northwest of Los Angeles shook a large swath of Southern California on Tuesday night, but there were no immediate reports of damage. The U.S. Geological Survey said the 5.2 magnitude trembler struck at 9:09 p.m. and was centered near Mettler, an unincorporated area in Kern County, about 85 miles from downtown Los Angeles. Following the quake, Dr. Lucy Jones went on television and revealed that her initial assessment was that the quake was not associated with any known fault. I thought that was quite strange. Another earthquake expert named Ole Kevin agreed with the assessment, but he did not note that this particular area is known for earthquakes. He did note that it was known for earthquakes. There is not a known fault in the area where the earthquake struck on Tuesday night, but is still an area known for earthquakes, said Ole Kevin, U.S. Geological Survey research geophysicist. The shaking was felt over a very large area. In fact, it was being reported that this earthquake was felt by those living in Ventura, Simi Valley, Camarillo, Santa Clarita, Encino, Hollywood, Santa Monica, North Hollywood, and Woodland Hills. Subsequently, there have been more than 200 aftershocks in that same region. There have been more than 277 aftershocks to Tuesday's magnitude 5.2 earthquake in Southern California, 2 with a magnitude 4 or greater, but the likelihood of another larger shock is still low, the U.S. Geological Survey said. Seeing a lot of these smaller events that slow over time is very normal, said Ole Kevin, a research geophysicist with USGS. Hopefully things will settle down soon, he said, but it's still just a matter of time before the earthquakes return. For more than a decade, I've been specifically warning about what will happen to the state of California when the big one finally strikes. Scientists assure us that the big one is overdue, and the damage that it will cause will be off the charts. California is known for earthquakes, but we're also seeing significant shaking in areas of the country that are not known for earthquakes. For example, the state of New Jersey has been shaken by more than 200 earthquakes over the past 3 months. It's not known for being a hotspot for earthquakes, but New Jersey has been rattled by more than 200 tremors in the past 3 months. In the middle of the country, a magnitude 2.9 earthquake was just recorded directly under Lake Michigan. Well, I've told you many times that the Great Lakes has a mantle plume underneath. It's full of magma that's been there about 1 billion years. Now, as an earthquake, I thought, the geologist said, I thought that I had seen it all. An earthquake Friday proves that I still have not. The USGS has confirmed there was an earthquake under Lake Michigan Friday, which was felt by many in Wisconsin. The USGS confirmed that an earthquake large enough to be felt by dozens in Wisconsin happened at 9:18 a.m. and was centered under Lake Michigan. This bizarre earthquake registered 2.9 on the Richter scale and was reportedly felt by many near Sturgeon Bay, Wisconsin. We will want to keep a very close eye on any seismic activity around the Great Lakes because it could have very serious implications for the city of Chicago at some point in the future. Meanwhile, so many earthquakes have been happening in one county in Texas that a state of emergency was formally declared. So many earthquakes have struck the West Texas county of Scurry in the past week, more than 100 at last count. Local officials have declared a state of emergency. Scurry County Judge Dan Hicks wrote in his Friday declaration of disaster that since the first earthquake registering magnitude 4.9 was felt at night, the night of July 22nd, Damage has been found throughout Scurry County in businesses and residences. In my previous article entitled 5 Reasons Why You Should Be Prepping Like Crazy Right Now, I warned that natural disasters would be a major theme during the second half of this year and beyond. Of course, there are a lot of other reasons why so many people are feverishly preparing for the perfect storm that's now upon us. Global events are starting to spin out of control, and there's a tremendous amount of concern about what is coming next. Earlier today, I came across a CNN article that discussed the fact that many among the elite are now constructing 21st century fortresses in anticipation of what is ahead. Few things appear to smooth the existential anxieties of the super rich like a bunker designed to withstand anything short of a total nuclear Armageddon, yet it's no longer enough for the security-conscious billionaire to stick an impenetrable safe room in the basement where it might sit empty forever. In today's uber prime properties, bunkers have gone seriously upmarket and high-tech, in some cases growing to the extent that whole homes are becoming 21st century fortresses. We've seen a lot more of a focus on entertainment, said Al Corby, who has been at the forefront of secure luxury for 50 years as the president and founder of SAFE, that's strategically armored and fortified environments, based in Virginia, in the US. He said, if you're going to be able to survive underground, we want you to be having fun. Do you think that those elitists are going too far? I don't. We have entered a time of tremendous political chaos, global war, worldwide food shortages, deadly pestilences, historic natural disasters. If you're wise, you will be working extremely hard to get prepared for what's coming too. And this is by Michael Snyder on End of the Economic Collapse blog. Please leave your comments and thank you for your support. This is by Michael Snyder. About the author, Michael Snyder's extremely controversial new book entitled Chaos is available in paperback and for Kindle on Amazon. He's also written 7 other books that are available on Amazon, including End Times, 7-Year Apocalypse, Lost Prophecies of the Future of America, The Beginning of the End, and Living a Life That Really Matters. When you purchase any of Michael's books, you help to support the work he's doing. You can also get his articles by email as soon as he publishes them by subscribing to his Substack newsletter. Michael has published thousands of articles on the Economic Collapse blog, End of the American Dream, and the Most Important News, and he always freely and happily allows others to republish those articles on their own websites. These are such troubled times and people need hope. John 3:16 tells us about the hope that God has given us through Jesus Christ. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish but have everlasting life. If you have not already done so, we strongly urge you to invite Jesus Christ to be your Lord and Savior today. Finally, support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.